What's going on, guys? It's your boy Panda here, and welcome back to the channel. And I gotta say, we're gonna have a double upload on the channel for the first time in a very long time. I don't double upload very often, but the way we're gonna do it today is the normal if you're watching this 10 a.m. video, and if you're watching later on in the day at 4:30, make sure to come back to the channel, drop a like, subscribe so you don't miss anything, and you can check out our full-on movement guide settings tutorial. It's a full-on in-depth how to get the best movement inside of XDefiant. It's a video that I'm extremely excited to upload, that I decided we gotta make 2 videos in one day because I was gonna wait and push it back to Saturday, but I couldn't do that. And the reason is we have some news to talk about in regards to XDefiant and getting its first patch notes, a double XP weekend actually, so you can level guns faster, and I have to give a little bit of an apology to a specific weapon that I made a video on yesterday, and we're just gonna briefly talk about that as well. So if you guys, like I said, enjoy the video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, turn on those post notification bells so you guys never miss an upload, and all that yapping, let's hop into today's video. Alright, so let's start out with the first thing. If you're watching this at 10 a.m., it means the downtime for the first patch for XDefiant is officially about to come to an end. There's an update going on at 9 a.m. Eastern that's going to be a patch. Not anything crazy. I think the biggest takeaways were that there is a health bar issue right now in the game where the health bar is not actually registering how many bullets you're hitting them with, so it's giving this kind of idea that the netcode looks really bad still. It's just a visual bug. The damage isn't accurately portraying like it should have been. That should be fixed. I think I've noticed this at times. I did see this happening, and other times the game feels really solid. So if that can be something they ironed out completely and got it to good to go, that'll be fine. They also are opening up the practice range so that we can now go into the practice range, which I have to admit, if you haven't been in there before in any of the betas, this is probably the best shooting range practice zone that I've ever seen in a game. It's very easy to go in, get your settings adjusted, shoot around, get your aim down before you hop into a match. I think it's extremely good. They also addressed an issue where you could throw grenades and every now and then they would just fall at your feet. They wouldn't actually go the distance like they were supposed to. That is going to be taken care of as well. So 3 minuscule yet pretty important things, especially in the first week of a launch of a game. And speaking of launch, I did want to mention this. XDefiant announced that in their first 48 hours of XDefiant launch, they hit 3 million total players that were able to play their game, with 300,000 concurrent players at non-peak hours. And then another really crazy statistic is in the first 2.5 hours, they had 1 million players log in on a Tuesday afternoon. That's insane. It explains why the servers were so freakishly overloaded for those couple hours, but 1 million players in the first 2.5 for a free-to-play game is something that apparently hasn't been done since the likings of Apex Legends when it initially launched. So big ups to XDefiant for getting that many people looking at their game and giving them that much attention. The game has been a ton of fun, and I have to say this too, no skill-based matchmaking has felt awesome. And I'm going to explain it one way for you guys, because there's been some people in the comment sections that have been saying, oh, well, there's SBMM after level 25, you can't convince me there's not. There isn't. The benefit of not having skill-based matchmaking is that going into games, you don't know what the next match has in store for you. Where games like Call of Duty that have SBMM, the issue with them is that you go into that, and once you get to that point of playing sweaty games, you know that the next hour to 2 is going to be just like that. Sweaty matches. And this game has shown that no SBMM is leading you into kind of a mystery of what's going to happen in the next game, and it allows you to just sit back and relax and have fun playing the game with your friends. So if you guys want a little tip of advice when it comes to getting easier lobbies, I guess one thing I would say for you is to go into your settings and turn off input-based matchmaking. If you are playing input-based matchmaking, you're getting stuck with just one type of player. For me, it's a little annoying to play just controller players. I wanted to open it up to everyone, so I turned mine off, and I'm running into not as hard of lobbies and then very sweaty lobbies to give me that competitive itch as I've been playing. I should have mentioned this before I started rambling, but double XP is officially live in XDefiant at 1 p.m. Eastern today. We're getting double XP, weapon XP for the whole weekend. You'll be able to grind levels on weapons. I know a lot of people have been complaining about how long it takes to actually level up guns and get some attachments on them. So this will be your chance to not have to use your boosters and stuff and just hop in and level guns, get them to as high of a level as you can. I know Friday and Saturday I am going to be grinding away, trying to get as many levels as possible, trying to level up as many guns as I can. So just keep in mind, the more kills in a match, the more levels you're going to earn. That's basically the earn return rate in this, is that kills mean the most. So try to slay out, try to farm some kills. If you're like me, you don't really care about your win-loss ratio, you're just going for farming kills. That's kind of how I am. It's It's not competitive, it's pubs. So give me all the kills as you can. And now, speaking of weapons, this is where I'm going to talk about something in this video that you might be noticing in the background already if you've seen yesterday's video. Okay. So yesterday I made a tier guide talking about my top 5 ARs. I ranked all 5, giving them in my opinions, and I talked about the M16. Spoiler alert, I put that at the bottom of my rankings at number 5. I had some people in the comment sections tell me you needed to try it out again. You have to give this gun a second chance. And the reason I put it at number 5 is the experience I had with it was just lackluster. It was not fun. It didn't hit hard. It just was a gun that I didn't enjoy at all. Now, this could have been me just being used to playing with submachine guns, playing like a crackhead, or who knows? Maybe I just had a bad time with the M16 the first time, but you guys pushed and pushed and pushed. So yesterday on stream, I decided, all right, we're going to try out the M16. Holy shit, that gun is good. And I owe an apology to the M16 and its community because this gun is unbelievably fun to use. So for me, the best way to test out weapons at medium to long range has always been escort. It's actually one of my favorite modes in the game. I actually didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I am. I think it just brings out the best in all the factions and brings out the most competitive of everyone using their ults and their abilities at the right time, especially if you play in the competitive trial mode or the ranked trial mode. It just makes escort so much fun. But I decided, all right, we'll try the M16 on here. I built it out kind of once I started earning attachments on it with the muzzle booster as well as a vertical grip and a red dot. That was kind of what I was using, in a back rear grip that was good for flinch and vertical recoil. I don't know exactly which ones, but I decided to use it inside of escort, and we dropped 84 kills with it, and we were just frying people in 1 to 2 bursts. The gun felt unbelievable. It felt just so broken that I couldn't believe what I was doing. On stream, I was jaw-dropped. People were roasting me in chat about how I said it was the worst AR, and then they're coming and seeing this and me using it. Also, gotta admit, the variant I have in this gameplay is fucking awesome. I don't know where I got it, why I have it, but it looks so cool, and I just think that the M16 was it didn't show off for me. I don't know why when I first used it, it didn't want to be the gun, and now it is the gun. So if there's an AR that you guys need to play with, it's going to be the M16. When I get that fully leveled, I'm going to give you a full class setup for that gun that I think is the best class setup because I think it's worth it. The first class setup I'm going to raise my hand on this channel, I'm going to say, is going to be an M16 class. So stay tuned for that. Keep in mind, later today, we will have our movement guide at 4:30 Eastern. Please show a lot of love and support on that video. It would mean the world to me. That video I put a lot of effort into it. I put a lot of time and a lot of explanation into the movement inside of XDefiant to try to give you guys the best bet. If you guys made it to the end of the video today, put down in the comment section below, what is your favorite type of candy? Because I know the true homies that are going to be putting it in the comment sections if you watch the whole thing. It means the world. It's good for the algorithm. It's good for the channel. But enough rambling, enough yapping. I thought I would give you the big update of what's going on today with XDefiant and over the weekend. We're going to have uploads again every single day still going forward. So expect new videos every day. I can't wait to get them in your hands and for you guys to see them. So I love you guys to death. I appreciate everything recently on the channel. Views have been crazy, weird because of how saturated XDefiant's going, but we're going to keep our head down. We're going to keep pushing. You guys have been so supportive and everything. So I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, boys, deuces.